You need to be kind. Does anyone talk about that in the conventional dating world? You need to be kind. Most of what I hear is, there's a lot of books out there, or there's online blogs about all the terrible hysterical dates people had, how creepy everyone was. And some people will meet you on dates and their conversation is going to be about all the awful dates they've been having. And aren't these people ludicrous? And can you believe that someone was like this? And then you start worrying, people must be telling those stories about me too, And there's this whole frequency that's built up in conventional dating about other people are somehow creepy and wrong or flawed. And then we go home and we start feeling like maybe I'm flawed in some way. Maybe I'm not doing this right. So one thing that really helps to understand in dating is that the whole dating culture is really about being unloving to each other. We sit down, we meet someone from online and we go, nope, swipe left. Nope, I don't like your shoes. No, I don't like this. Rather than, who is this tender, flawed person that is just like me looking for love? And what I found is that, and I started lecturing us to men, especially men who are trying to learn more about love, and I found that they're all really, women, we're taught that men are just trying to score and just trying to use us and all this stuff, and most men are really very tender and sweet, and so are most women, because a lot of men get into this conversation too, that women are just trying to use them or whatever. So here's the thing. Kindness and love are a frequency. Hi. They're a frequency. And if you're not in the frequency of love, how can you attract love? It won't be attracted to you. So the modern dating world is not a loving world, and people are having trouble attracting love in a non-frequency of love. So it's breeding exactly what it's saying it cures. It's breeding unlovingness, and people are going into this unloving world trying to find love and thinking there must be something wrong with me or something wrong with other people that I'm not able to find it. There's something wrong with the way we're going about it, is what I'm suggesting. So the conventional dating scene and most conventional dating advice tells you to make your lists and then judge with our minds against this list and reject everyone who's not on this list. This is an attitude. What if we did that with friends? What if we had a list for other human beings? Let's see, they can't be Jewish, or they can't be Israeli, or they can't be black, or they can't be old, or they can't be Republican, or what?
or they can't be not Jewish, right?
Or they can't be none of these things, or they can't prefer to have turtles for pets. That was an in joke. And they definitely can never have broccoli on their teeth. And otherwise, so that's my criteria that I can't love anybody from. Okay, so I'm suggesting that this mindset that we're encouraged to have towards other people, and that you can use dating apps just fine. I think 1 in 6 marriages now comes from online dating, but I'm trying to teach people that there's an built-in bias in it that's against love. It's built into the system to be against love. The first thing they ask you is age. What does age have to do with love? When I was out dating, I dated everyone from 28 to 68. What does that have to do with it? You need to shorten your list.
I mean, destroy it?
So my list when I started was about 45 items. Probably, I'm exaggerating, but I remember I sat down and I thought, this is probably gonna be my last major relationship, so I wanna get it right this time. So I was following conventional advice, and because there is a very, very popular dating program where that's exactly what you do. It's this law of attraction type idea that if you get so specific on everything you want, then this person, you're supposed to put that in the jukebox and out spits this living, breathing automaton? I don't know.
Ken.
Ken doll.
It's Ken doll.
In the 90s, I had picked up this book on a newsstand. It was just a pulp paperback, and it was called How to Marry the Rich. And I never aspired to marry the rich, but I thought, what a fun book. And it was actually full of a lot of good advice. This woman, Ginny Polisales, the book's probably still around. She went on to be a speaker and a teacher. Does anybody remember her? She used to teach at the Learning Annex. She taught also a class on how to flirt. She said, so she had grown up in Texas in Midlands, which is the center of the oil industry. And back then, before that whole .com thing, there were more millionaires, back when millionaire was something, more millionaires per capita than anywhere else in the world. And she was a poor girl from the wrong side of the tracks, and she decided she was going to marry the rich, and she set out on a quest to marry the rich. And she did land this very rich guy. And she said, you know, she had to realize that she needed to shorten her list to basically two things: rich and kind. And she said, you know, if I also wanted pretty, she says, pretty often doesn't make it beyond waiter. Which really struck with me that, what are we really looking for? We're really looking for someone kind, aren't we? Isn't that really cover of just about everything? I had never even thought about kind. Certainly the dating sites aren't scanning who's kind and who isn't. It's, do you like baseball? You know, do you smoke? What do you watch on TV? All that is a long list, you know, and I know when I went on there, I would be scanning, I'd go, oh, they watch those TV shows. I don't know if I could get along with somebody who watches that, right? It encourages that sort of thinking and that sort of treating each other like that. I don't know if I could really listen and be with someone who listens to that old music. But if we really think about, if you really take this list that you have, because we all sort of have lists because we've been encouraged that that's the way to do it, and see how you can shorten that list to what's really essential. And I'm suggesting that kind might be just about it.